I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home, I'm making my way.
I think it's about time that I warned you. I might cry in front of you.
Lights were fucking with my head, but here I am.
You can always just disintegrate me with water. Yeah.
You know the worst part? I knew this was gonna happen, and I let myself get excited anyway.
The entire universe is on your side and rooting for you to get what you want.
I thought Shakespeare was cliche, because what do you mean Romeo and Juliet fell in love at first sight? But just about now, I think Shakespeare was onto something. He was right, because man, oh man, the way my heart drops when this boy comes into the slightest bit of my sight.
Men will literally take you to the lowest point of your life, go no contact for almost a fucking year, never give you closure, and then send you a fucking Instagram reel. What the fuck? Get a fucking grip, bitch.
I could eat that girl for lunch as she dances on my tongue. Tastes like she might be the one.
How are you? I'm okay.
Baby, I don't feel so good. 6 words you never understand.
I don't wanna be the owner of your fantasy. I just wanna be a part of your family.
He's gonna fly, look! He flies to save his love.
Usually when people ask how I'm doing, the real answer is I'm doing shitty. But I can't say I'm doing shitty because I don't even have a good reason to be doing shitty. So if I say I'm doing shitty, then they say, why? What's wrong? And I have to be like, I don't know, all of it. So instead, when people ask how I'm doing, I usually say, I am doing so great.
I saw it coming, I still cried. I thought when you left, you'd leave my mind.
Not gonna lie, I miss you. But you seem fine without me though. So, is it worth missing you?
I'd like to kiss you, but I just washed my hair. Bye.
So if you never call again, just know that I'll understand. We were never ever really friends. We fell in love the day we met. I think the poets might disagree.
Well, I'm not a poet. I'm just a woman.
but I said fuck it and I ran.
But we go days without having a meaningful conversation. And I used to miss you so much when that happened. But it never seemed like you missed me.
Could you give it up? Feeling burdened, infinite and innocent. Baby, we'll find.
There's nothing like it, not like the way you move. There's nothing like it, not like the way you move.
Tapping out in my head, I see bright lights riding in.
It's funny. I feel like if we met each other as the people we are now, things would be totally different with us.
Yeah, but if we hadn't met each other until...
Your new girl is my clone.
You know what I think? I think you're a fucking faggot, just like your daddy.
I do not think that there's a prettier person on this planet. I'm being 100% honest right now. Perfect. Like, look at your face. Just like, it's like perfect.
Could be anyone else out there. No friend. I don't ever wanna see you, and I don't ever wanna miss you. The other
Weren't we the stars in heaven? Weren't we the salt in the sea? Dragging in the new warm mountain. Didn't you believe in me?
You didn't pick up.
Right.
It went to voicemail.
Yeah.
And then
Tall white house with an empty room, and your name carved over the door. Facing
Standing in New York, dressed like a kid as she's
and here comes number 13, Mr. All coming from the three-point line right now. Oh shit, that nigga's off. It's sucking out his neck.
I keep going back to that moment in the ICU when she looked at me and I see you. I see you. My mother is dead and everything is worse now.
Now I know that you love me. You don't need to remind me.
Is it so hard to just say I'm sorry?
Lights are turned off. Music is on.
You were born into a family that doesn't always appreciate you, but one day things are going to be very different.
I'm asking you, please don't leave me.
Princess Carolyn.
Please, I can turn this around. I just need more time. We're in a fragile period, still finding our feet. Just give me 6 months, and then you can go. I promise.
I wait for you. I don't want to let him go. After everything we've been through and everything we've done together, I don't want
Hey,
Hey, I'd be the last person to judge somebody by their clothes. Come on, look at me.
What? You look incredible.
Arcade's collapsing. I don't wanna be me
What the fuck?
Rule number 1, you know my name, not my story.
This is your mother. Are you there?
Wanna be happy, could you show me how it's done? That makes all the noise. You got the one thing that I want.
I think you might have accidentally saved my life.
Maybe you just need to be alone for a while. Till you feel yourself again. Hold me, still me, and maybe the real me, and I think she's pretty.
You should believe that.
Everyone looks at me like I'm a monster. Why'd you have to become a stranger? You were supposed to be my savior. I'm sick of you, babe, and it's never
quarantine. Can I talk about that?
Yeah.
More and more people have told me I sound like her, and it's literally just because I do that weird like vocal flip thingy with my voice, and I always have since I was like a little kid. I used to think it was like the ugliest thing ever, like I begged to get rid of it, but honestly she's kind of making me like embrace it a little bit. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna sing Red Wine Supernova, and you guys can bully me and tell me I sound like nothing like her in the comments. That's completely fine. But yeah, I'll try to do it justice. She was a playboy, Bridget Bardot. She showed me things I didn't know. She did it right there, out on the deck. Put her canine teeth inside of my... This song makes me want to openly weep on my floor, and misery loves company. So I'm gonna play it for you, and you can let me know how I do. I think of you all the time. Now that you're gone, I've been doing all kinds of drugs to get you out of my mind. And I've noticed you don't like me no more, and it breaks my heart. So I guess I'll just drift away and disappear for a while. I think I messed up the chords.
Ava screams wannabe! Ava screams wannabe! First, I'm gonna take that as a compliment because she's funny as fuck. Second! Guys, literally ask anyone I've ever known ever. This is just my personality. This is literally just the way I talk. I've been like this since I was like, I have videos of me acting like this when I was literally like 5 years old. I wish I was joking. For people being like, oh, she does the tongue thing. I don't even realise I'm doing it. Also, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Maybe I have seen her do the tongue thing and then I've caught it. But it's not on purpose. Like, I'm not trying to be her. But, like, also, if I see someone on my For You page constantly doing things, I'm going to subconsciously pick up some of their traits, okay? Like, you guys are actually really, really, really odd. Also, half the people hating on me trying to be like, you're trying to be Eva scream so bad. Half you guys literally say follow back. So, like, you're just trying to get my attention or something. Because I'll do you the honours and I'll block you. If you, like, because for some reason, if you, like, really just think I'm a wannabe, but you follow me, what's going on there?
I saw this video that said women grieve after a breakup so they can glow later on, and how men bury their...
My lover's got a humor. She's the giggle at a few.
There's a pot full of things I wish I could say to customers. I'm a host at a restaurant, and I just got done shift, so these are fresh. Okay, and here's your table. I'm just gonna get a strawberry daiquiri. That's beautiful, but I'm not your server. Wow, don't you just have the easiest job sitting down here taking the wait list? Look at you. Yeah, but if you came 5 minutes earlier, you would have seen me running around like a chicken with my head cut off. And right now, you're ruining the 5 seconds of silence I have for the day. So if you could get out, that'd be great. Hey, sorry, our table was kind of in the sun, so we just like moved here. Is that okay? Okay, so you're 2 people, and you just moved yourself to a table that seats 9. In what world would that be? Okay, and here's your table. Oh, you don't have anything on the patio? I didn't know you wanted patio. Next time, let's use our big girl voice and speak up. All right, and here's your table. Oh, are you guys okay with this? Or like, do you guys want like one of the ones out there? Or sorry, I walked you to this table because I want you to sit at this table. What's not clicking? Hi guys, how many? Just 2 of us. Okay, so the full child in your arms right now, like, he's not dining with you? You're just gonna leave him out at the curb? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, obviously not. Girls, you told me to stand up, so I'm standing up. Let me tell you how I did not know that any of this was gonna fucking happen. Let me take you guys back a couple months. I'm laid up in bed with Pookie, and he comes to me, and he's like, I have a new song to show you, and I'm like, yes, serenade me. I'm like ready to hear some poetry. And then he plays me his verse. I'm like, what the fuck? Not only did you just snitch on yourself that you're cheating, but you just told me exactly how. Give me your fucking phone. Are you telling me ZK Trappy69 with the wet emoji is not your childhood friend? He tells me it's just marketing and I know how the internet works, so I just forget about it. A while later, he tells me that he wants to hire an influencer to do like a lip syncing video to one of his older songs. And I'm like, okay, makes sense. Then he's like, I'm gonna send her a car because she asked for one. I was like, okay, makes sense. He didn't tell me he was sending her his personal car to start a dating rumor with her. I was with you guys knees deep in that comment section asking if we were still together. I tried to have a conversation with him about it and all he kept saying was, all right. No, I'm kidding, but seriously. I actually tried to understand what was going on and nothing. At this point, I'm starting to realize, oh, this is why girls don't date rappers. So I call my team and they're like, Madeline, he just started a dating rumor with another girl. Aren't you supposed to be going to Nigeria with him in 2 days? This is gonna be multiple parts, sorry.
My ex tried to cheat on me, so this is what I did. So my ex would always sleep with his phone on his pocket, which I always thought is a red flag, obviously. Like, I knew that every girl would, but I just didn't think anything of it. And so one night it slipped out of his sweats probably, and I woke up with it near my legs. He was still asleep. I was going to honestly put it on the charger, but I saw a bunch of messages from a dating app. I was obviously furious and I wanted to slap him awake, but I didn't. I decided I was going to be smarter than that. So started thinking, what can I do? Like, what can I possibly do in this situation? What can I possibly do that is going to be, a good enough revenge? So I decided I was going to create a fake profile. So I asked one of my friends that he hadn't met to send me, like, I asked her if I could use her pictures to create a fake dating profile so I could see if we matched, to see, if I could get a nice revenge. She was 100% his type. I knew that, they would match. I knew that he was going to match with her. So that's what happened. So my fake profile and him, we started talking. Obviously, I'm blinded with aggression and adrenaline inside of me all the way through this. We started talking, flirting and everything. So I suggest we have to go full force with it. So I suggest, after a lot of flirting, that we should meet up. I suggested he paid us a hotel room, and he said yes. Mind you, he is unemployed. I've been providing for this relationship, or in this relationship, since he's been unemployed. So he's been draining my savings account for about a year. And now he accepts to pay for a random girl's hotel room. He'd be so manipulative with it. He'd make me feel really guilty if I didn't help him with money. Like, he'd be like, oh, we're family. This is what family's supposed to do. We're supposed to help each other when we're going through tough spots. I'm gonna do another part because this is too long, but let me just leave you with this. After he had talked to this girl and we had arranged the hotel room and everything, he comes and he asks me, the real me, not the dating app me, for $50 because of his mom's birthday. He has the balls to ask me for money, $50. And I, at this point, it's just funny to me. So I give him $50. And I still remember that stupid smile on his face after I give him the $50 for his mom's birthday. And so he leaves for the weekend to go to his mom's, and he doesn't go to his mom's.
Oftentimes, this world tells us if someone's mean to us, we be mean back. If someone talks behind our back, we talk behind theirs. If someone yells at us, we yell back. But instead of doing that, instead of when Jesus was hanging on that cross and those people were beating him and torturing him, instead of saying, I'm done, I will no longer continue going with this torture because y'all are dirty sinners and y'all deserve this, not me. Instead of saying that, he said, Father, forgive these people for they know not what they do. Jesus died the worst death in history. He suffered the worst death known to mankind. And instead of cursing those people, like I probably would have done, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Matthew 5 verse 44 says, But I say, love your enemies, pray for those who persecute you. In that way, you will be acting as true children of your Father in heaven, for he gives sunlight to both evil and the good, and he sends rain on the just and unjust alike. There's no such thing as more righteous or more worthy, because in the eyes of God, we're all the same. There's nothing that we can do that will give us an upper hand. We're all the same, no matter how much money you have, no matter how big of a house you have, no matter how many cars you have, none of that matters in the eyes of God. You can be a poor man, God will still love you. You can be a rich man, God will still love you. So this girl DM'd me, and we had a really good conversation, and she made some really good points about how if God is this all-knowing God, then why would he create Eve? Because he knew that she was going to eat the apple, right? Well, the thing is, like I talked about in I think my most recent video or something, is God limited his power by giving us free will. God has a plan for everything, but we also have a plan for everything. And our will and God's will are going to collide at some point. And it is our choice. God gives us the choice to go with our will or to go with his will. And he loves us so much that he allows us to make that choice. And the girl that I was talking with made some really amazing points. And we have different beliefs on the topic, but I believe that my God is a fair God. The God that I serve and the God that I love is a fair God. Just as it says here, for he gives sunlight to both evil and the good, he sends rain on just and unjust alike. And what I mean by that is, God will meet your needs. When you need something, he'll give it to you, whether it's what you think you need or not. God knows your heart and he knows your head. God knows your situation and the situation that you'll be in the future. He knows what he's doing, and he does things with a purpose and with a reason. It might take longer than we want, but he's doing it for the right thing, for the right purpose. We can try to create plans for our life, but God is the one who determines how those plans will go, how those plans will work out in the future. And like I was saying about the girl who I was having a conversation with, I love having conversations like that. I love things that make me think and that make me question my faith and my religion and make me question God, because a lot of people are scared to question God, but until you actually question something, you'll never actually learn. Until you actually question God, you'll never actually have a true, real relationship with God.
My husband is cheating on me with his brother. Okay, so this sounds crazy, and I know, but the past 24 hours have been absolute hell. As a little bit of background, we've been together for 8 years and married for 5 years, and we've been in an open relationship for the past 3 years, but we do have rules. We've agreed that we were going to tell each other whenever we were with other people. So my husband has an older brother named Marcus, and he turned 32 while I was gone, and they were going to celebrate together, like drinking and all of that, which obviously I was fine with, and I wished them a fun time. Now to the actual story. Last week I went to visit my sick mother, and I drove a few hours away, but my husband couldn't come with me because he's been working from home. Also, my mom doesn't really like him, so that wasn't really a problem, but when I was gone, I texted Marcus happy birthday, and he never responded, which I didn't really think anything of. I figured he was just probably out at the bar drinking or something. I came back yesterday, a day earlier than expected, because I wanted to surprise my husband, and when I got home, I heard some noises, if you know what I mean. I was kind of surprised because my husband hadn't told me that he was seeing anyone, and like I said earlier, we have that rule where we tell each other whenever we're going to see someone else. But I kind of just brushed it off thinking it was probably just him upstairs watching something. But 20 to 30 minutes go by, and my husband comes downstairs, and when he saw me, he literally turned pale, and I mean like as white as a ghost. He just stared at me, and he looked so guilty, and at that point I was literally just like, what's up, something's up. Not even like 2 minutes later, his brother comes running down the stairs, and he has a hickey on his neck, and he greeted me like extremely stiffly, and then he was like, I gotta run back home to my girlfriend. My husband didn't even acknowledge Marcus leaving when they usually hug and then like linger a little bit. They're really close, and they always have been that way ever since I met my husband like 10 years ago. I started questioning my husband, like asking him what was that about, and he kind of like just ignores and dodges the question a little bit, and he said that him and his brother had a fight or something, and I asked him what the fight was about. He said nothing, and he just started to get like a little bit annoyed by me asking questions. He finally like started telling me that Marcus cheated on his girlfriend, and when they heard my car, they got nervous, so they made the woman escape through the window, which we have a one-story house, so I guess that's kind of plausible.